Hey friends, I'm Lisha, the Southern Ladybug. Welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about all things cross stitch, crochet, crafts, whatever I'm up to now. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. If you're new, buckle up, Buttercup, here we go. This one's going to be a pretty quick little update. I haven't done a whole lot. I do have a stitching finish and I've got a couple of crochet finishes. And that's really why I wanted to do this video, this little update, is to show you my two crochet finishes because I've got to get those out to the people that they belong to. I didn't want to hang on to them any longer. So just thought I'd do a quick update to show off what I've done and let you know what's coming up maybe. I don't know. I have been crocheting. I do have a cross stitch finish. And I've tried some other things that were a complete fail. I trashed them. I'll talk about that later. So first, let's show you my crochet finishes. This is the first time I've done this little guy, but a cute little turtle. How cute is that? I just love him. This is by the same designer, Accessorize This Designs, that I do most all of my crochet animals, the big cuddle buddies and the little lovies. Sarah from Accessorize This Designs makes excellent patterns, and I love her stuff. Everything she does, I have loved. They're easy to follow. I'll link it down below. She's on Etsy and on Ravelry. And she's got a Facebook page as well. And I'll link that down below in case anybody wants to check her out. But they're very easy to understand, her patterns. Very good instructions, lots of pictures, everything. Now, having said that, how easy her stuff was, this little guy was a little tricky. He was very tricky. Some of this stuff on his shell was very tricky. But I figured it out, and he turned out so cute. And he's so soft. Out of that same chenille, super soft, squishy yarn that I love to use. Little turtle. How cute. The other guy that I finished up goes along with the rooster that I showed last time. This little horsey. Set him on my shoulder too. I decided I needed to back up a little bit. I felt like I was too close. So I'm backing up some so I can show you more. You can also see more mess back here, but whatever. This is a little horse. I have done this pattern a million times. Never for a horse. They've all been unicorns. I have adapted this pattern to be a unicorn. I made my own horn pattern to add to it. But otherwise it's the same. Pretty close. But that's the horsey. Isn't he cute? They're so big. And again, that one took me about 6 hours to do. So these aren't ones that I really want to do a whole lot anymore. I like the smaller stuff. They're a lot quicker to get done. But those are still fun. I love them. That's all my crochet that I've finished. Oh, I'm tired today. I've had to work. I worked I'm supposed to be semi-retired. That's not going so well. I worked all week last week in the clinic. One of the guys was out on vacation, and so I went and covered the clinic for him. I do the bracing and casting when I'm in clinic, and was there all week, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't terribly busy. Had a couple of late days just because who was on call and how things fell, but I wasn't that busy. And it was nice. I was able to do things for him that typically when one of us was there by ourselves, we just left all that stuff. We did what we had to do, but we didn't have time to do all the extra paperwork and stuff like that. We got our notes done, but no paperwork and stuff. We just left a pile of crap on your desk. Deal with it when you get back. So the benefit of having kind of an extra person to help do that knows how to do that stuff is really nice. It helped him come back and not have so much crap to deal with when he got back. You can enjoy your vacation a little bit more. So he was very thankful and appreciative of that. And then this week, I have been back out on the field. I am an athletic trainer by trade, and it has been a real long time since I have been out on the field with the high school football team. It's hot out there, y'all. I have been locked in an air-conditioned office for the past 12 years, 13 years. I don't know what it's like out there anymore to be a real athletic trainer. So I have had a crash course. And today I had a really crash course in remembering on how it is to be on a sideline. I got run over by a wide receiver trying to catch a pass. He didn't even see me, and he just plowed right over me. I saw it coming. There was nothing I could do to get out of the way. Thankfully, this kid was scrawny, and I outweighed him by 100 pounds, so it really didn't bother me too much. I think it probably hurt him worse. But yeah, he fell right over me, ran right over me. But no big deal. I'm okay. But it was hot. I was only out there a couple of hours. Thought I was going to die. Got to go back out there tomorrow. And next week, we start some softball, slow pitch softball. No, that's not right. I think it's fast pitch softball for the private schools. I'm covering a few of those games next week. And then some football gets started in late August and early September. So I am back on the field. It's crazy. Said I'd never do that again. I'd have to be awfully hungry to do that, but that's not too bad. It's a little different now, just going out and covering here, covering there, checking on y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Okay, bye. That's all I do. Take care of things if there's something, somebody's hurt or whatever, but for the most part, I'm just checking on them, showing my face, let them know who we are, and all that good stuff. So it's not so bad you don't have to deal with the crazy coaches and parents on a day-to-day basis. So that's not bad. I don't mind that. That's it for my life update. That's all that's been going on. Grace and Azula are napping. That's all they do. They're either acting like crazy dogs or they're sleeping. So right now they're sleeping. They must have been running around while I was gone. I don't know. But they're sleeping. Cross stitch. Here is my finish. This is, I don't have anything to put behind it. This is Holly by Nora Corbett. She is very festive and very sparkly. The fabric is 36 count autumn opalescent linen by Under the Sea Fabric. I absolutely love Under the Sea Fabric. Her stuff is just a dream to stitch on. I love it. And y'all know how much I love a good opalescent. The sparklier the better. But she's really pretty. She's got a few beads. So I did this on 36 count. And typically anything with a lot of beads, 28 and 32 are your best bet. 32 at the most is getting tricky if it's got a lot of beads. And this one didn't have a lot in any one place. So I went ahead and did it on the 36 count because I felt like I could adapt and space the beads out if I needed to so they're not crowded. 36 count makes it really crowded. So her head, I think I did as is, but all these little sprigs out from her, I did space the beads out a little bit more and didn't do as many as it called for. And it's fine. You don't know the difference. You've got no idea. And something else I did is it is real hard to backstitch long lines like this and try to make it exactly where the designer drew it. Pro tip, I freehanded that sucker. I just stitched where I about where it needed to be. And you can't tell the difference. Don't tell me you can. So if you ever get in that situation, it doesn't have to be exact, because you don't have anything to go by. It's hard to count and keep up with it. So I just freehanded it. Isn't she pretty? Holly. If y'all stick with me for very long, you will find out that I'm a rule breaker. I don't cross stitch like I'm supposed to, or people think I'm supposed to. I just do my own thing, get it done, and it's beautiful. It's for me to look at. I ain't trying to impress anybody. Ain't nobody looking at it, judging it. If you're looking that close, then it's your own fault. I just do my own thing. The other thing that I started and have been working on is a Mill Hill Patriotic Quartet. This one is Stars and Stripes. I have finished 2 of these. There's 4 in the series, Quartet, obviously. I have finished 2 of these, and I want to get these done. So I went ahead and started this 3rd one and got to working on it. I got a little ways of it. There's a lot of stitching in this one. Good grief. The other 2 that I've done have not had this much full coverage. Nothing but stitches. Whew, I had to take a break. And all this over here is hard trying to do quarter stitches or 3/4 stitches or whatever on Aida. And I am stitching it on the Aida that came in the kit, just because I think it will be pretty, this nice stark white background for all 4 of them. I'm not sure how I'm going to finish them. Probably, I'm thinking just 4 separate frames. Thought I had seen that somewhere. Just very minimal frames right up next to the design, and just put them 4 together in a square all together somewhere on my wall. Probably somewhere right next to the eagle that I showed last time. I need a patriotic wall is what I need. Some people have patriotic rooms and things like that. Patriotic trees at Christmas. I need a patriotic wall. I don't know why I don't have them. You know why I don't have them? It's because I have airplane pictures all over my house. That's what I've gotten done. Stars and Stripes. I got this one and 1 more to do. But these are pretty quick and easy. I like doing them. And with the Aida, it's super easy. You can see where you're going. I still stitch in hand with this, and I still do the sewing method. So you don't have to put it in a hoop, and it's easy enough just to whip it right out. Makes it go so much faster. I gotta get back on that. I want to finish those pretty quick just to get them out of my life. One other thing that I have worked on a little bit, you know, I told y'all I haven't done very much stitching this year, but I did do a little bit on this one, and this may be the next thing that I kind of concentrate on, is Ink Circle's Dog Declaration. Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Squirrels. I just love this so much. It makes me laugh. Not a sampler girl at all, but this made me laugh, and I love it so much. So I'm gonna do it. It's big too. Worked on the tree and all this down here. I only had a little bit in here done, is all I had done. So I went and started up and back down. That tree is really pretty. I really liked it. Another puppy dog. All kinds of puppy dogs. That's a Great Dane right there. Laying down. Imagine that. Laying down. That's all he does. That's all they do. They're either acting crazy or they're laying down. This is on 36 count Tiramisu by Under the Sea Fabrics. It's not opalescent this time, but it's pretty. I like it. That's all my stitching update. No specific plans, just whatever comes up. I'm planning to do some more things for my shop and get more things listed. I want to do some needle minders, some more scissor fobs, some sets and things like that. So I had a really awesome idea for some needle minders using the resin. I want to incorporate some resin things like I did with these and the glitter. I wanted to do some with alcohol inks. I've seen some really pretty stuff in my Facebook group and on YouTube and stuff like that. So I watched some YouTube videos. How hard can it be? You're an expert after you do that, right? Apparently not. They were a total absolute fail. They were horrible. They were just dark blobs of nothing. So they were so ugly. So I trashed them. Not a one of them was salvageable. And I did a bunch too. I had full expectations that it was going to be fine. And I'm bad about that. I do that all the time. I go into a new project or craft and just jump head first right on in. Whatever. I can do this. No problem. So I wasted a little bit of supplies, but it's okay. It's okay. It wasn't too bad. So I got to regroup on that. Maybe watch some more videos and figure out what I'm doing. And it may possibly be, it couldn't be user error at all. It's more likely equipment error. This is what I was using, the Ranger alcohol ink, Tim Holtz brand of alcohol ink. And I got a whole bunch of them at Hobby Lobby. You know, a few months ago, Hobby Lobby had a big, when they were getting rid of their 40% coupon, had a big clearance of a ton of stuff. And so I bought all these alcohol inks. I had some, but I never bought these because they were expensive and wasn't going to do it. But they were on clearance, and so I got them. They didn't work for me. But it may be too that they're dark colors. I don't really know. I didn't get any, you know, bright pinks and teals and yellows. They're darker greens and burnt orange and goldy colors and things like that. So it could be the color choices. So I may need to get some different alcohol inks and try again. Definitely going to try again. But I also saw some other pretty ones done that are just clear resin. They might have some alcohol inks in it too, just to give it a little background color, but then have pretty pressed flowers in there. I haven't opened these packages yet. I don't know, so just bear with that. But I think these are going to be really pretty. I can't wait to try that and see if that helps or what that does. Maybe I won't screw that up as bad. I just got these on Amazon, $5. Came with these other two packs too, but those are huge. Those are going to be too big for what I need to do. It would fit in this size needle minder. I may try it anyway because I hate to waste it. What else am I going to do with it? They may fit in that. I may try that and see because they're pretty. I don't know what else to do with them, but they're pretty yellow, little daisy looking flowers kind of, and some little pansies. Those would definitely fit. They're purple. So I'm going to try that and see what happens. That's all the plans for cross stitch that I have. I'm going to finish that. Y'all see my chatelaine over here. I finally got my roller frame and floor stand in over a year later. That's a whole ordeal. I'm not going into that, but I finally got it and got it loaded but I just haven't tackled that again yet. A chatelaine is kind of a big ordeal. You're either going to work on it or you're not, because that's not something you can just put a couple of strands in and move on to something else. You've kind of got to commit to working on that. And I got to a point where I needed to do the 1/1 butterflies, and I couldn't do that in hand anymore. I stitch in hand, all of that, all the beading, everything has been done in hand. Starting to get a little heavy and hard to hold, but doing the 1/1 where I've got to come up and down, I can't sew like I do the rest of it. I couldn't do that in hand. So I broke down and got me a roller frame. And I just haven't tackled that again. There's so many flosses and beads and stuff. I just haven't gone back to that. I think actually the butterflies might be, they may be DMC. So that really wouldn't be as big of an issue. I need to look into that and get that done. But I'm kind of to a point where I need to get the butterflies done and move on to the next section. There's other stuff I could do, but I want to get it done because it's so pretty. I'm at least halfway, if not more. I don't know if I'm 3/4, maybe 2/3, whichever's less. Anyway, I got more to do. There's still a substantial amount of stitching, but it won't take long. I've got 2 more chatelaines right behind it, ready to go. I've got my kits ready to go. So I want to get that done. I also need to find a project. I've got a couple of orders to do crochet wise, get those done. And then I got to find a pattern or do something with this big fat yarn I got. I got it from Premier Yarn. It's Safari. And this is the same brand and type of yarn that I do all the Cuddle Buddies in. Real soft, squishy chenille. But this is like twice as thick as that. It's kind of like a Bernat blanket yarn. Maybe a little bit bigger than that even. Maybe a little bit thicker. It says it's a number 6 super bulky, but it feels a little bit bigger than the blanket yarn. But I've got to find something to do with this. I got it on clearance. I didn't know that it was this big and fat. And I couldn't send it back because it was on clearance. And I only got 4 skeins of this plus 2 skeins of a brown. What am I going to do with that? I don't know. They going together because I'm going to use both of them. Maybe a blanket of some sort if I can find a little lap throw. Make up something. I don't know. But I need to use it because I don't have any other use for it. I'm not going to make an animal out of it or anything. The star would be huge. It would be huge. It'll be kind of fun there. I've been seeing on some of my Facebook groups, crochet groups, they're doing these just little animals, just regular size little animal in the Bernat blanket yarn. And they come out enormous. And I kind of want to try one. I don't know. I may do it just to see what happens. But I'm scared I wouldn't have enough because those skeins don't go near as far as the other. So I don't know if I would have enough to do it with, but it might be kind of fun to try a little, I don't know, a little bunny or unicorn or something easy. But I may do that. And I guess that's it. Looking around, see if there's anything else. I don't know. I still need to get going on my preparation for my Christmas market. I'm going to do that I did last year. It's going to be Christmas ornaments, shadow boxes, lighted shadow boxes, tiles, and things like that. But I want to get that going and start making that stuff so I'm not last minute trying to get things done like I was last year. I've got a lot more time to prepare this year and I need to take advantage of it. But dang it, I keep having to work like a real job, so this retirement thing's not working out for me. But it is. It's not too bad. I'm enjoying it. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm going to let you go. That was just a quick update. Hopefully next time I will have more to show you. I do plan to do kind of a little, I don't really want to call it a tutorial video, but I'm thinking about starting a new series of lazy girl finishing. And that's going to be like sacrilegious to my good friend Vonna. I always have to channel my inner Vonna when I go to finish stuff, but the way I do things isn't always right, but it gets done and it looks good at the end, but it may not be the completely acceptable way to do things, but that's okay. So I may start a new series like that just to show you. I just want everybody to know that you don't have to do it like everybody else. You don't have to do a professional type finish. You don't have to frame everything that you finish. You don't have to finish everything that you stitch. It's okay. I have a whole drawer of stuff that I probably will never do something with. I just stitched it because I liked it, but it doesn't go with my decor. Where am I going to hang it? I don't have that much wall space. I don't have anywhere to put a pillow that is safe from these wild animals. So it's okay. Don't let anybody tell you that you have to do something or make you feel guilty for having a under the bed box of unfinished items. It's okay. Do your thing. Do you. All right, guys. Till next time. Happy stitching. See y'all later. Bye.